Wes makes a splash. And later, the twist is revealed as Boy Meets Boy continues.
I find it very romantic when a guy cooks for me. And I feel very romantic when I have a chance to cook for somebody. And I think I had a chance to show James of my talents in the kitchen as well. I walk in the kitchen, there's nothing there. I mean, nothing. It's like I'm in a shop-a-thon or something. We have nothing to cook with, nothing to stir with, nothing to cut with. There's no plates, there's nothing. And I'm just frantic. Luckily, Andra heard the commotion and she comes in and she gets me started. We work together to find what's in the kitchen. So I was just like, okay, it's like Gilligan's Island, let's start cooking. It looked great. I had the tray ready to go. I kind of did a little sprucing up, kind of showing my artistic flair when it comes to cooking, and we went in. Good morning. Hey, if I could squeeze through the door. Breakfast in bed, you cannot go wrong.
And the next morning, I was awakened by Wes bringing me breakfast in here. And he had made French toast, scrambled eggs, fruit. It was weird because you don't really make breakfast in bed for somebody just like on a first date.
So, how's your week been? Now we're getting close to the end.
I'm getting actually really exhausted.
Yeah? Being on all the time?
No, just emotionally.
Yeah?
Exhausted.
And I think at this point, you just have to assess out where the most potential is, you know what I mean? You have 15 friends, but I mean, you for sure have 6 friends. Now you've got to kind of go down the line and figure out, you know, who makes you smile, what's the fun, you know, and then you've got to pick out where the most potential is.
At first, I was thinking that he might just be too out there for me, like too kind of showy, too on. But when he was alone, he's really just down to earth.
So someone's a bad kisser, I just can't date them. Right. And it's not bad kisser, it's compatible kissing with me, I guess. That is so important. Like I said, you're gonna kiss the person way more than you're ever gonna have sex with them, ever.
There's nothing more important to me in a relationship than kissing. Sex is great, sex is wonderful, but I must find cuddling, kissing, just holding hands way more intimate than anything else. And the fact that's something he's talking about, things keep adding up.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the great food and conversation.
Yeah. The sparks, in my opinion, were really strong in the connection. I just saw a glimmer in his eye, you know? Oh! I think he had a great time this morning. I think the feelings I have, you know, however small, however big, however intense, however, whatever they are, this potential we talked about, I think it's strong.
I'll start at Darren. Says he likes me, he's very fun. I have a great time with him. I really do.
Do you really?
And Franklin, great.
He just kind of wears like his heart on his sleeve a little bit. I can see him feeling a little bit nervous around you, and I'm like, oh my God, not nervous in a bad way, but nervous, like excited. I don't know.
Rob.
Doll face, absolute doll face. Like, I don't, I think of all of them, you guys have the least chemistry from where I look.
Wes, I had a great time with this morning. Great conversation. It was fun to hang around with. He's showing me the more normal side, not being on, just like hanging out kind of side. And he's like, I really hope that I get to know you better and just that kind of stuff. And really great conversation. And so down to Brian. I don't know. The same kind of thing. He's very fun to hang around with. If I were to pick of those 4, maybe I would put him down toward the bottom of that group. And then Sean is so, I don't know what to make of him. I don't know.
Sean's just like amazing, like fine. This amazing.
Yeah, but I can't read that.
I know you can't. No, I'm just saying he's just an amazing person.
I'm afraid of making a wrong choice. Good morning.
Hi, darling.
It's time for the next selection ceremony, as you know. And obviously, 3 are going to be staying, 3 are going to be leaving. And today we've divided the mates into 3 groups of 2. So from each group you have to keep one and let one go.
Wow.
I feel pretty confident about the selection ceremony today. I don't think I'm going to be going home.
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous right now.
Everything's in fast forward, in motion right now. Everything's in flux.
Personally, I think my chances are good to stay in this round.
It's really a coin toss. It's getting down to the nub of the bone.
I feel very confident about going to the next elimination round.
Choose wisely, because this is the last selection ceremony before the big one, before you pick that special someone. Andrea, you're gonna have to stay here till the end. She's more than happy. Yeah. Okay, come with me, James.
Thank you.
Give us some love. We'll see you out there in a bit. Last one before the big one.
I knew today was an elimination. Anu and I kind of went off in a little corner and started talking, and I was finding myself, she'd give me combinations, and I was finding myself having like a hard time picking one. And we talked about it for a long time. And I finally said, I don't know what to do. And she said, when they call the names, look in their eyes, and just pick one.
How are ya?
Good.
Yeah.
Nervous. Speak for yourself.
Extremely.
As we know, that time has come again, so let's start off. James, if you have a few words that you'd like to say.
Just a few. Regardless of what happens and who stays and who goes, I hope you guys all realize that I consider you all good friends.
All right, guys. Well, as you can see, there are now only 3 glasses left of champagne next to James. Obviously, 6 with you. So the usual will happen. You'll get offered a glass. You'll be asked to stay. Those who don't will be asked to say their goodbyes. We will be dividing you into groups again. Today it's 3 groups of 2. Out of each group, 1 will be asked to stay, 1 will be asked to go. So mates, when I read your name, please step forward. Okay, so in the first group, Brian? Garen?
Brian. I think I'm too speechless to say anything. So, will you stay?
Thank you.
Of course.
Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you, Darren.
Good luck.
Wes? Rob?
Wes. Again, I'll make it short and sweet because I have to. Will you stay?
Would love to.
Okay. Thank you.
Rob. We have to say goodbye to the lovely Rob.
Thank you.
Bye. Franklin and Sean, I guess you're both up next.
Coming up next, James makes his most difficult selection yet.
Fasten your seatbelt, James. It's going to be the bumpiest ride of all.
And everything changes as the final twist is revealed when Boy Meets Boy continues.
That was the hardest group. They're both very, very different. Sean is so introspective, and Franklin is so outgoing. I would have loved for the 2 of them to stay.